is underneath. We know China's underneath the world, and we need to dip China. Put the dip in China. Dip in China. Dip in China. And we all know how that works out. Make Comedy Central great again.
The presidents of the United States, everyone. What's the show? This Thursday at 11:30.
What?
Hello? Mr. President, how are you? Yes, of course. Oh, you want me to let people know they can watch Forrest from the Daily Show for free anytime with the Comedy Central app or thedailyshow.com. Yes, of course. Yes, I know I'm fake news. All right. Love you too. Bye-bye.
Yes, I want this again. Yay! That is good.
Less than an hour ago, President Trump finished his third State of the Union address.
Comedy
The State
show.
of the Union has been going on for hundreds of years. I know that. But when you take a step back, you have to admit, it's kind of weird as a tradition, right? Because why does the president get to give his own job evaluation? That's strange. Nobody else gets to do that. He's just up there like, my economy, the best ever. My military, the best ever. My children, D+. Eric, you're holding us down. But this year's State of the Union was extra weird because in case you forgot, it's happening right in the middle of Trump's impeachment. So for months, Democrats have been saying that Trump is a threat to democracy and a danger to the republic. But now they just have to sit there and clap while he gives a speech. That is wild. It's like it's like you're in the middle of firing someone who's belligerent at work, but then you get interrupted by their birthday party. You know what I mean? It's like, you were caught stealing, Jake. You're always late. You're a star. Happy birthday to you.
That's so nice.
Now, not everyone was willing to deal with tonight's awkwardness. At least 10 Democrats decided that they were going to boycott the speech, including Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, right? He tweeted, and I love this. She was like, none of this is normal, and I will not legitimize this, which makes sense. And I'm totally going to use that excuse to get out of any plans in the future. I'm just going to be like, it is not normal to throw a gender reveal party. I will not legitimize it. But for those who did show up, they got to witness a very awkward start to the State of the Union, where Nancy Pelosi tried to shake Trump's hand, but he was having none of it.
She was trying to shake Trump's hand.
Ooh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah,
That's embarrassing. Now look, either Trump didn't see Pelosi's hand, or he just didn't want to shake it. But honestly, I think it was probably for the best. Yeah, because she's wearing a white suit. Yeah, and then she'd have nowhere to wipe off the chicken grease that's always on the president's hands. They come out with spray tan, it doesn't come out.
She wants
Awkward
to.
handshake aside,
Trump
Trump
was
was
so
focused
nice.
tonight, and he dove right into his greatest hits.
I am thrilled to report to you tonight that our economy is the best it has ever been. Our families are flourishing. Our values are renewed. Our pride is restored. The state of our union is stronger than ever before.
Weird. Just a weirdo. You're not a weirdo. You're a weirdo. He's like this.
My administration reversed the failing policies of the previous administration on Cuba. Under the last administration, more than 10 million people were added.
Trump is obsessed with it. He's off there. I wonder if he does this with Melania too. You know? Just like, remember your ex, Ivan. Well, guess what? He still works at the Union Foot Locker. And I bet he never got to your own bedroom to sleep in. And you may remember, last year, Trump took a lot of flack for delivering a State of the Union address during Black History Month and barely mentioning black people. But this year, the commander-in-chief rolled in on his own friend.
African American youth unemployment has reached an all-time low ever recorded. We achieved record and permanent funding for our nation's historic black colleges and universities. Opportunities are lost and plans spearheaded.
Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Kiss, they don't know everything.
structurally, individually,
We know better than he knows better than you. That's right.
What you look like,
That's right,
you
you know,
cannot ever be fearful of your life because of the color of your skin.
What I want to see in the next president of the United States is someone who's fair, who believes in equal justice under the law, who can lead us through this revolution that we're experiencing right now.
Joe Biden is a healer and he's a unifier. He will fight for the Black Lives Matter movement.
Undo, remove, tear down the remnants of structural and systematic racism in this country.
The systemic injustices that exist, things that our nation has overlooked that need to be addressed.
We need to stand on our platform and introduce legislation that makes this platform felt from coast to coast.
President Joe Biden is restore the values that we hold so near and dear to our hearts.
I have a 10-year-old son. I want to make sure that there is a world that's left better.
So now, think that you can.
Here is start. Good evening. I'm Congressman Jim Clyburn. Here is start Charleston, South Carolina. 6 months ago, I stood not far from here and endorsed Joe Biden to be our 46th president. It was a decision I made with my feet firmly planted in this community. This community, where 80% of African Americans in this country can claim an ancestral
Part to save American lives. That's the story of this great nation. Action begets action. Progress begets progress. And when we work together, we can accomplish anything. After all, democracy is a team sport, especially now. It's crucial that we rally together to fight this virus and build our economy back better. From the jump, we took this pandemic seriously in Michigan. We listened to many. We learned who is essential too. Not just the wealthiest among us. Not a president who fights his fellow Americans, rather than fight the virus that's killing us and our economy. It's the people who put their own health at risk to care for the rest of us. They are the MVPs. The nurses and the doctors, the utility workers, truck drivers, and grocery clerks. The child care workers, the parents, the teachers, the mail carriers, and the auto workers. So many of these essential workers have lost their lives to COVID. Nearly 1,000 healthcare workers. More than 170,000 people across America, including a 5-year-old girl named Skylar from Detroit, whose mom is a police officer and dad is a firefighter. Generation after generation, our nation has been defined by what we do or what we fail to do. So, for Skylar, for her parents, and in the memory of all those we lost, let us act. Let us heal as one nation. Let us find strength to do the work.
Your best is 9 again. He likes maybe a song now. Yep, this song now.
I've been down this road before. I remember every tree,
No,
every single
it's not finished.
holds a special place for me.
The stakes in this election are greater than 4 years. It's a path that's led to division, dysfunction, irresponsibility, and growing vitriol between our citizens. Continuing to follow that path will have terrible consequences for America's soul. Because we're being taken down the wrong road by a president who is pitted one against the other. He's unlike all of our best leaders before him, who work to unite us, to bridge our differences, and lead us to a united America. I'm a lifelong Republican, but that attachment holds second place to my responsibility to my country. That's why I've chosen to appear at this convention. In normal times, something like this would probably never happen. But these are not normal times. I'm proud of my Republican heritage. It's the party of Lincoln, who reflected its founding principles of unity and a higher purpose. But what I have witnessed these past 4 years belies those principles. Many of us can't imagine 4 more years going down this path. And that's why I'm asking you to join with me in choosing a better way forward. I believe the best of America lies ahead, but only when we rediscover our shared belief in the United States of America. For our children's future, which can be bright, hopeful, and inspired, if we choose to make it so. I've known Joe Biden for 30 years. I know his story of profound grief that has so deeply affected his character. I know Joe is a good man, a man of faith, a unifier, someone who understands the hopes and dreams of the common man and the common woman, a man who can help us to see the humanity in each other. He knows that the path to a restored and rejuvenated America lies in respect and unity and a common purpose for everyone. Yes,